Sometimes I Get Angry, and That's Okay. That's the name of a new children's book being published by Flint author BreYanna Chism, and she is joining us live in studio this morning to tell us more about her accomplishments with this new book. Good morning to you.
Good morning. So the whole purpose of this book was to just really identify the emotion of anger. So many times it gets such a negative stigma attached to it. And it's a normal thing that children need to feel, and they need to know it's okay, but how can you process through that?
Well, before we dive into the story, though, I want to hear a little more of your story. Give us a little bit of your background. Where are you from, and how did you end up writing books?
So I've been working in early education for about the last 13 years.
Okay.
So I worked in Head Start programs, and that's where I got a lot of the knowledge and wisdom on, what kids need from working hands-on in the classroom. And I've seen a lot of children that need that emotional support. They need literacy, books, things that support them to work through that. So that's where I got that from, my children as well. I love my kids, and I wanted something that they can use as a tool to help guide them and have great emotional intelligence.
And why not write a book?
Exactly.
So this was your first book, actually.
Yes.
Beautiful Boy, It's Okay to Cry.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit more about this one, and then we'll talk about your latest book.
All right, so the first book that I came up with was just kind of based off of that negative stigma that boys get when they show emotion. I noticed in my years of teaching that a lot of the students that were boys had a very difficult time expressing their emotions, getting
maybe
upset.
taught to suppress them.
Yes, and that they couldn't feel. So I wanted to do something that my sons would be able to look at and say, okay, it's okay for me to process through this. I don't want them growing up with suppressed emotions or feeling like they can't, talk about how they feel. That's normal. It's for everyone. Everyone needs to talk about how they feel.
Well, that brings us to your second book that you've written, Sometimes I Get Angry, and That's Okay. So back to what you were saying, this all falls in line of being able to express ourselves.
Yes. So with this, I noticed that anger kind of happens a lot in young children, but it's how you work through those things. And the earlier you start working with children and their emotions, the better. You're training them at a very young age. This is how you navigate through that, because our day and age, we have a lot of teenagers and adults that are growing up so angry. Mental health is a serious thing that's going on right now. So,
this is adorable, by the way.
I like the pictures
here. Well, it's my understanding too, you have a nonprofit that you started as well called the Emotional Wellness Foundation for Kids. You're on a roll here.
I am. I'm so excited about this. So it was approved. I am official through the licensing department of Michigan.
Wow.
It's all been approved. So with this, I want to collaborate with schools and the program, the community, just to really foster emotional wellness and support. Just starting, like I said, the earlier the better. The earlier you start working with kids in emotional soundness, the better they'll be later on in life. To know how to regulate these emotions and to not just haul off and get upset and angry, and it's okay to process those things. So I really want to collaborate, and I want to work with the community. I'm going to be putting on community events and things like that. So maybe I'll be back at a later time to discuss those things. But I am really passionate about this. I really just want the well-being of my children and everyone else's, just to have a sound emotional future. So.
Well, I think a lot of people want that too, and it sounds like you're onto something here. Where can people find your books?
So my website, it's placed right there.
Yeah.
But there's my name, there's my email, and there's also my website right there where you can purchase my book and kind of find out more about the foundation as well. So that's how you can communicate with me, send me messages, emails. I'm here, I'm ready for it. So.
Well, BreYanna, we certainly wish you the best. And again, we'll probably have you back on to talk more about your progress with the Emotional Wellness Foundation for Kids. It sounds like a great initiative. And like you said, I heard you say the word training too. You got to train folks on how to express themselves. Listen, it was great chatting with you.
Thank you. I had a pleasure being here. I'm so excited.
Thank you for coming on the show.